What could you talk about for 20 minutes without notes or preparation? Start there. Hey everybody, this is Ian from Mindful Marketplace, and one of the things I wanted to share with those of you who are really excited about starting a new brand or business in the inspirational or enlightened entrepreneurial spaces this summer is a really simple exercise, for lack of the right word, that is quite clarifying. It's really easy. It's certainly not mine, but it's a really easy way of identifying what it is that you really love, what you're passionate about, what you feel a sense of purpose and presence to pursue in an entrepreneurial endeavor. And, many people really have this vague but gnawing sense that they really ought to be doing something different with their professional lives. And we get a lot of those people in our community because we are talking about mindfulness and spiritual growth and different sort of meditative and, personal development style, service-oriented topics. And lots of the folks in our community really want to do this sort of work in the service of helping others heal or offering hope and help and really doing work that empowers and inspires others. And of course, that's our mission, to help you do that, right? Our mission is to empower the next generation of mindful leaders to build brands that make a meaningful difference in mental health, spiritual growth, enlightened entrepreneurialism, and all of those attendant topics. So here is the exercise that I'm going to recommend, that if you have this very vague sense of not knowing where to begin, this is where I recommend you start. So the exercise is simply to ask yourself what you could talk about with deep passion, presence, and purpose for 20 minutes in a completely extemporaneous way, which means no notes, no preparation, simply because it excites and energizes you to share what you love with the world. This could be a conversation that you have in your own life all the time with your friends or family, your spouse, your significant other, even your kids. It really matters not. It's something that really lights you up and makes you feel inspired to discuss and to share and to opine on because you have really deep convictions. And this is a really simple way of finding your thing, right? It's not the end product. I mean, it's not the only thing that you have to do, and anyone who tells you that sort of thing is lying, but it's the first step. And everything else is really a function of marketing 101. So, for an example, identifying an ideal audience or your quintessential client, and essentially adding the bones, to use a real estate term, to your brand. And we have a whole process for this we call strategy, structure, sequence, and story, which essentially is just about, kind of adding depth and dimension that fleshes out your big idea and understanding the structure of it, like what goes where, the sequence of it, what goes when, and ultimately the story element, which is why it matters to you and why it ought to matter to the rest of us who you are speaking to or trying to attract or cultivate as your clients or community. So that's really a great place to begin. If you truly are ready to teach what you know, to do what you love, and to wake up the world with your work, the first step is simply to recognize that your voice matters and that you have a significant story to share. And if you truly do want to wake up to your full potential in an entrepreneurial sense, you do not need to be perfect. You simply need to start. And service to others, filtered through the prism of your own sense of passion and purpose, is really a great place to begin. So if you're interested in working with us, we have this really great 3-day idea incubator and brand accelerator for enlightened entrepreneurs with a need for speed. We call this Blurt. And it's a really great way of getting your ideas, your message, and your marketing together in a very ethical and coherent way and putting it out into the world in 3 days flat, literally 72 hours. If you're interested in that, send an email, ian@mindfulmarketplace.com, or send me an email directly, ianrhollander@gmail.com, or you can connect with us in any of the places and spaces that you see our brand and business online. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to everyone tomorrow.